Hey there, health warriors over 50. You've probably heard that walnuts are a superfood. Great for your heart, your brain, even your mood. And that's absolutely true. But here's something that might surprise you. Nearly 95% of seniors are unknowingly making at least one mistake with walnuts that could actually hurt their health instead of helping it. Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Morgan, a senior health specialist focused on helping adults over 55 stay strong, energetic, and independent. And today, we're diving into one of the healthiest foods on your plate, but with a few critical warnings that most people never hear. C. Walnuts are packed with omega-3s, antioxidants, and plant-based protein. But how you eat them, the timing, the portion size, even how you store them, can be the difference between sharper memory and brain fog, between better cholesterol and inflammation. According to research from Harvard Health Publishing, eating just 1 ounce of walnuts daily can lower your heart disease risk by up to 15%. But when eaten the wrong way, those same nuts can quietly interfere with medications, trigger inflammation, or even go rancid, turning a healthy habit into a hidden hazard. So, stay with me, because today I'll show you the 5 biggest walnut mistakes seniors make, and how to fix each one, fast. Now, picture this. It's a quiet evening. You're sitting in your favorite chair after dinner, maybe watching a little TV. You reach for a handful of walnuts. Good fats, you tell yourself, doctor approved. And you're right. But what most seniors don't realize is that the way they eat, store, or combine walnuts with other foods or medicines can quietly cancel out their benefits. Or worse, build up hidden damage over time. Here's the thing. Our bodies change as we age. Digestive enzymes slow down, liver metabolism shifts, and medications start interacting in unexpected ways. So, what worked fine in your 40s might backfire in your 60s or 70s. It's not about the food itself, it's about how your aging body handles it. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 70% of adults over 60 eat omega-3 rich foods or supplements weekly, but only a third do it safely. The rest unknowingly mix them with the wrong meds or store them incorrectly, reducing absorption or raising side effects. And that's where awareness becomes your best defense. Because the same handful of walnuts can either fuel your brain and protect your heart, or quietly disrupt your body's balance. Let's clear up the confusion once and for all. Here are the 5 biggest walnut mistakes seniors make, starting with the one almost everyone gets wrong. Mistake number 1. Eating too many at once. This one sounds harmless, but it's the most common. Many seniors think if it's healthy fat, more must be better. Unfortunately, your body doesn't see it that way after 60. Just 7 walnut halves, about 1 ounce, contain roughly 185 calories and 18 grams of fat, nearly a third of your daily fat intake. And while these are good fats, your digestion slows with age, meaning your body can only process so much at a time. Eat too many, and you might feel bloated, gassy, or notice weight creeping up even though your meals are healthy. The fix is simple. Stick to 1 ounce per day. 7 halves. Enjoy them slowly, ideally in the afternoon when your metabolism is steadier. And pair them with something light, like apple slices or Greek yogurt, to support digestion and blood sugar balance. When it comes to walnuts, moderation isn't boring. It's smart biology. But portion size isn't the only mistake. The time you eat walnuts, especially around your medications, can make or break their benefits. And that's what we'll tackle next. Mistake number 2. Eating walnuts at the wrong time. Timing matters more than most people realize. Walnuts are rich in fiber and healthy fats, both fantastic for your heart, but they also slow digestion. That's normally a good thing, unless you're taking medication. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that those same healthy fats can delay medication absorption by up to 2 hours. So if you eat walnuts right before or right after your morning pills, blood pressure meds, thyroid medication, or heart tablets, those drugs might not fully absorb. That means weaker results, unpredictable blood levels, and sometimes side effects that seem to come out of nowhere. It's one of those subtle mistakes that can make you think, my medication isn't working anymore, when in reality, your healthy snack is just showing up at the wrong time. Here's my simple fix. Give your medication at least 2 hours of space before eating walnuts. A great window is mid-afternoon, between lunch and dinner. Your meds have settled, your blood sugar is steady, and your digestion is more efficient. And if you love a bedtime snack, skip the walnuts. Your body's nighttime digestion slows dramatically, and those fats can sit heavy, causing mild reflux or restlessness. At night, your goal should be restoration, not digestion. Takeaway. Treat walnuts like a mini-meal, not a midnight bite. Mistake. Number 3. Ignoring food and supplement interactions. This one catches almost everyone off guard. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which do wonders for the brain, joints, and heart. But here's where it gets tricky. If you're already taking fish oil, eating salmon, or using blood thinners, you may be doubling or tripling your omega-3 intake without realizing it. That's not just extra nutrition. It's a genuine risk. According to the National Institutes of Health Omega-3 Safety Review, excess omega-3s can increase bleeding risk by nearly 40% in older adults. Mix walnuts with fish oil and a fatty dinner like salmon, and your plate suddenly becomes a chemistry experiment. And that's not all. Walnuts contain compounds that block up to 60% of iron absorption when eaten alongside iron supplements. So if you take iron for anemia or fatigue, eating walnuts at the same time could quietly cancel out your progress. Here's how to stay safe. If you take blood thinners or fish oil, limit your walnut portion to 3 to 4 halves a day, and avoid eating them within 2 hours of iron-rich meals or supplements. Your body can't use what it can't absorb, and sometimes healthy foods simply need their own space. Takeaway. Even healthy foods need healthy boundaries. Now, I want you to think about this. You've probably never heard these details from a commercial or food label, and that's the problem. Seniors often get one piece of the truth, but not the full picture. And that missing piece can mean the difference between improved health and months of frustration. But there's another mistake that's even more dangerous. One that can quietly turn your healthy walnuts toxic without you realizing it. That's what we'll uncover next. Mistake number 4. Ignoring freshness, the hidden danger of rancid walnuts. Here's something most people never think about. Nuts go bad. Walnuts, in particular, are fragile. They're full of good fats, but those fats are sensitive to light, air, and heat. Leave them exposed too long and they oxidize, turning what was once heart-healthy oil into something that quietly inflames your system. Rancid walnuts don't always look bad. They may still look perfectly normal, but taste just a little bitter or have a faint paint-like smell. That off flavor? It's a sign the oils have turned. Eat enough of them, and your body pays the price. Sluggish digestion, headaches, or even mild inflammation in joints and tissues. In one case, I had a patient named Evelyn, 68, who ate a handful of walnuts every morning for her cholesterol, but she kept them in an open jar by the window. Her cholesterol barely moved, and she started noticing stomach irritation. When she switched to refrigerated walnuts, sealed tightly away from light, her next labs improved. Here's how to protect yourself. Keep walnuts in a sealed glass jar inside the refrigerator. If you buy in bulk, freeze half, and always smell them first. Fresh walnuts have a faint, earthy scent. Anything sharp or bitter means it's time to toss them. So when people say a handful a day, I remind them, freshness counts more than quantity. Mistake. Number 5. Ignoring food sensitivity and allergic reactions. Older adults assume, "I've eaten nuts all my life, I can't be allergic now." But that's not how aging works. Your immune system changes with time. Low-level food sensitivities can develop later in life, especially when digestion slows and your gut lining becomes more sensitive. Symptoms can be sneaky. A mild cough after eating nuts, bloating, headaches, or itchy skin that shows up hours later. These are early warnings, your body's way of saying, something's off. I remember Gerald, 72, who thought his morning cough was due to dry air. It turned out he was reacting mildly to walnuts. We ran a food sensitivity test, and once he cut back to just 2 halves a few times a week, the cough vanished. Here's my rule. If walnuts make you feel anything but good, heaviness, nausea, scratchy throat, listen to your body. You don't have to give them up completely, but moderation and rotation matter. Alternate with almonds or pistachios, and let your body recover between servings. Our goal is nourishment, not overload. Even healthy foods can stress the system if your body isn't ready for them. So now that you know the mistakes, portion, timing, freshness, and sensitivity, the next question is, how do you eat walnuts right so they actually strengthen your brain, heart, and muscles? That's where we're heading next. The right way to eat walnuts. After 60, the Dr. Morgan method. Now that you know the biggest walnut mistakes and how to fix them, let's put it all together. Up next, I'll show you how to build a simple, senior-friendly walnut routine that fits perfectly into your daily life. All right, now that we've covered what not to do, let's talk about how to make walnuts truly work for you. Safely, simply, and deliciously. The secret isn't in eating more, it's in consistency. When you build a small daily walnut habit and stick with it, your body adapts. Your digestion improves, your cholesterol stabilizes, and your brain gets that steady fuel it needs every single day. Start with this easy routine. A mid-afternoon snack around 2 to 3 p.m. Have 7 walnut halves with a few slices of apple or half a cup of Greek yogurt. This timing avoids medication interference and keeps your energy smooth between lunch and dinner. At breakfast, if you take morning meds, skip walnuts. Add them later when your stomach's clear. At dinner, go light on nuts if you're eating fatty fish or taking omega-3 supplements. Balance your plate with vegetables, lean protein, and maybe a drizzle of olive oil for heart health. Here's a pro tip. How you store and prep walnuts matters. Keep them in an airtight glass jar in the fridge and roast gently for 5 minutes before eating. It enhances flavor and helps with digestibility. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, older adults who include nuts like walnuts in their diets at least 5 times a week show a 20% lower risk of heart disease and better cognitive performance over time. So remember this, you don't need perfection, you need pattern. 1 small handful a day, stored fresh and eaten at the right time, can support your heart, mind, and longevity for years to come. So, there you have it. My friends, the 5 walnut mistakes to avoid after 60. Eating too many at once, snacking at the wrong time, mixing them with the wrong foods or supplements, storing them improperly, and ignoring allergy signs. Remember, healthy aging isn't about chasing perfection. It's about consistency and awareness. A small handful of fresh walnuts enjoyed at the right time each day can do wonders for your heart, brain, and energy. The goal isn't to fear your food. It's to understand it so it can work for you, not against you. If today's video helped you spot even 1 mistake, do me a quick favor. Hit that thumbs up, share this with a friend who loves their walnuts, and subscribe for more science-based senior nutrition tips. And here's a little teaser for next week. We're diving into 5 dangerous avocado mistakes most seniors make. You think walnuts can be tricky? Wait until you see what most people get wrong with avocados. Until then, stay healthy, stay curious, and keep nourishing your best years ahead. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice.